Bitcoin is breaking out as we speak, and let's see some targets for next month. In my opinion, this July would be the best entry we can get in the crypto space. And I'm posting these things weeks ahead, if you remember this Twitter post. And of course, the last clips on this channel. So if you are new here, so am I, so you best subscribe to the channel to see how I'm viewing the market and maybe get some good information out of this. Now, we see the trend line breakout on this low time frame, and from a technical standpoint, this could mean a real breakout, retest, and then continuation. But in my opinion, what's going on this chart right here, in my opinion, this is a false breakout, which can get to a new shallow all-time high, maybe 113, maybe 120, until something like July 10 to 12, then we come back in this channel before July 20. And why is that? Because as I've explained in the last video, make sure you go check it out. It's about the Bitcoin seasonality. That seasonality clip is the reason why I'm more bullish from July 20 into the start of September. So this is only a fake out. While some bullish news appear, you can see it all over Twitter, all over YouTube, the ISM service with the unemployment, all good bullish news. You don't want good bullish news on the breakout, you want bad news. But again, in my opinion, this would be a minor pullback, and something like this would validate what's coming next for the entire August into the start of September. So I was talking about this scenario from June, minor highs, then we get the lows again, and in this kind of environment, my guess is that the majority of retail traders would go long here on a retest. The market makers will get their money and would create some more liquidity under this right here, or maybe it stops something like 100k. I'm really not interested on the exact price. I'm only interested if this is what's truly coming, because I don't want to miss the pivot from July 20 onto the start of September. Also, what I need to point is that 2 YouTube clips back, I've explained why rate cuts this year would not be bullish at all. And this is another post that I made on the 18th of June this year, as I'm explaining to people right now that you don't want rate cuts to continue higher in 2025. So meaning, we want no rate cuts if we want the markets going higher. If you want to understand why, just go check this clip out. The next global event and when it should happen. Because it's really about the rate cuts, and the rate cuts are really about the bond market. It's not Powell who decides, it's not Trump who decides, it's the bond market who decides when the rate cuts should come. And when that is happening, it's because they need to panic cut. Yes, you heard it correctly, we need panic cuts when that happens. And another thing I realized while posting this thing is that I just figured out that from 2027 I will explain to people why we absolutely need rate hikes to continue higher. But maybe this is an explanation for another YouTube clip. Just comment below if you want my whole decade view with rate cuts and also inflation and also the markets, and why I think that from 2026 we will have aggressive rallies into 2034 when the secular bull market is ending. Just go comment below if you want that, and I'll get to it maybe next week. So if this is the case for Bitcoin, no matter how the price will look like, maybe from here, something like this, very shallow, maybe from 115k back to, I don't know, 97k, it doesn't really matter how this pattern looks like. If it happens before July 20, this is, in my opinion, what's coming next, and very fast for Bitcoin. And also, Bitcoin would drag all the crypto space with it. Major players like XRP, like Ethereum, also some DeFi tokens like CRV, like CVX, also some ISO compliant coins, just like XRP, IOTA is one of them, ADA is one of them, Quant, etc. And some of the old players, in my opinion, like Filecoin, like Polkadot, like eGold, would have their next rallies alongside with Bitcoins. So again, if you want to understand the seasonality part, just go see my last clip, which is called Bitcoin Seasonality Explained. Very important to see why I'm looking at these exact pivots before they're happening, and why I think 160k is on the table. Yes, until the start of September, very fast. And if you don't know who I am and what are my other posts from back in 2023, I'm not only bullish the crypto space, I actually think that when the new financial system is going to be born, that being after 2034, which is in my opinion the big pivot for the secular bull market to end, the new financial system in my opinion should be based on cryptographic banking, which is exactly what happened during the Great Depression, of the 1930s, we went from a gold-pegged US dollar into the fractional reserve banking system, meaning that for every dollar that exists on the market, we can print 9 more. This is the fiat system everyone is talking about. And in my opinion, after 100 years of this exact system, this should be replaced by another system with liquidity in it. Of course, after that, humans will find other ways to fuck up, but that is another discussion. And I've also mentioned from 2024 that this is actually a stablecoin super cycle, and more news like this are coming out every month of this year. And the safest bets and the first beneficiaries of this stablecoin super cycle would be the DeFi projects, because Wall Street is boiling up for yields, and in crypto, only DeFi projects get you yields, and also the ISO compliant coins, which is XRP, Cardano, ADA, Quant, Algorand, and so on and so forth. And from the DeFi space, Aave, Torchain Rune, CRV, CVX, also some DEXs coins, etc. But first, of course, we need this to happen for Bitcoin, and then see how the pivots work. And if this time isn't different, in my opinion, this is the target to watch out before seeing another major pullback. And of course, on the low time frame, things could get a bit noisy. That's why it's best to always start actually with the higher time frame when doing your analysis. And I like this chart on the 2 month. When putting in the Bollinger Bands, you can see that the real expansion and the last leg up of the market, for Bitcoin at least, began in the slowdown of these bands. Here from November 2020, this was the slowdown after the big crash of this band right here. Again, the same with us. We had the big crash here, and now the beginning of the slowdown. Again, remember, this is the 2 month chart, and something like 2 or 3 or maybe 4 of these candles, and that is it. After that, the bear market begins. This is just another confluence on the high time frame, but I'm explaining these things months ahead and actually years ahead in this cycle that we're in. And for the end of this clip, remember, we don't want rate cuts. Next time we cut, it is a big deal and something is wrong. What comes after the rate cuts is another discussion, but for now we just want the cuts going higher for longer. Please just keep the rates at 4.5%, maybe until year end. If this happens, I'm 100% sure that the market will go higher and higher before this starts to happen. And again, that is another discussion. Just watch all my other clips. It's just 6 of them. This would be the 7th. And again, if you are new here, so am I. Just click on that button and be ready for next clips. That's it for today, guys. I wanted to do a small update. Nothing's really changed for me. If something changes, I promise I will come back with another video. So until then, I'll see you guys on Twitter. And if you want more deep dives, I'm doing some extra stuff for members. If you want to become one, just check the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.